Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Stepdle puzzle where it's World Rainforest Day. So a rainforest officially is an area of tall, mostly evergreen trees and a high amount of rainfall. I say officially, according to a geographical website. Anyway, so now we know what a rainforest is. They're obviously very important to the Earth. So I'm going to be using words connected with them as my starting guesses, starting of course with rain and getting a letter. I thought I might get 4 greys and I wasn't sure what I was going to do next, but we've got the N, which is very nice. What are we going to try next? It could be a duplicated E, something like bean or even, but I don't really want to duplicate a letter, so let's try then. Or I suppose open, that also doesn't duplicate a letter. Oh, it's looking very much like a duplicated E, isn't it? Let's try even. Let's try bean, it could be seen. Oh, this is such a hard mode trap. These 4-letter ones are so difficult sometimes. You just get so much less information each time than you do when it's a longer word. But we got there eventually, 7 guesses. I'm not keen to repeat that. Let's move on to Basin, because the Amazon Basin is of course one of the world's most famous and largest rainforests, if not the largest. Let's try after. I probably should try trade, because it uses the D instead of the F, and the A is most likely to be third rather than first, but I thought of after first. And I should have tried trade, but at least we know that the T and the R aren't correct, so we wouldn't have been that close either way. Let's try glade now instead of trade, because we can't have the T or the R. Oh, is it going to be a Z? Can it be anything else? Z has got to be the most common letter to fit in that gap, hasn't it? And it's always nice to use a Z. There we go. Glaze. The trees form a canopy in a rainforest, so we'll start with canopy and get nothing. That's not good. I wasn't expecting that, so I don't have a second word lined up, because things like jungle and forest, they all duplicate a letter from canopy, and I don't really want to use a letter that I know isn't in the word. So I will strive to think of a word with new letters. And that is much better. Let's try for one remaining vowel, but we don't have a U. Okay, so that's interesting. Is it going to be 3 consecutive consonants, or are we going to have a duplicated I or an E? The I can't be 4th, of course, so if we do have a duplicated letter, it's probably the E in 4th, but it might just be 3 consecutive consonants. I'm thinking blank I something TLE. Almost looks like whistle spelt wrongly, but of course it would be spelt wrongly, and we can't use the S anyway. What can go in there then? Doesn't have to be TLE ending, of course, but we know we've got to use the T and the L, so it feels like it's at least worth a few seconds trying to work out if there is a TLE ending that works. Could be a duplicated T, but what would that first letter be? Whittle has an H in it, I think. Kittle, mittle. I don't think any of these are words, which is a little bit of a problem. Little is a word. I don't really like duplicating both the T and the L, but I cannot think of anything else that fits. And it has the advantage of being correct, so that's very nice. We will end with forests, as in rainforests. I don't like duplicating the S, I don't like doing a plural, but it's thematic. And it's given us 2 vowels in the correct place. I wasn't expecting that. The E is usually much closer to the end of the word. So it's not an ING ending. We could have a duplicated E, so it could be still an ER or an ED ending. But I don't know what the first half of the word would be. Let's try covered. See if it is a duplicated E. Oh, not only is it a duplicated E, but a bit of inspired guesswork there gives us the correct word. Very lucky, but it was just the first thing I thought of that fitted. So, that is Stepdle in 17. That's not great. Only 3 guesses left, actually. So I'm glad that last one wasn't too difficult. But that's what happens when you get into a hard mode trap on the first level. Anyway, we got there in the end. That's the Stepdle puzzle. Thank you for watching, and now go out and save the rainforests. Bye for now.